the world's #1 online Christian radio station. Check out our website at www.worshipradio.faith or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Worship Radio INT. This is the future.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Willie. I'm the host of the soon-to-be world-proclaimed Conversations on the Fairways. Oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about. We have so many things to go over. But first of all, I want you guys to hit that share button, hit that like button, leave your comments below. We most definitely would appreciate that to let us know how we're doing. One of the first things that I want to talk about today is over the weekend, I had a wonderful time with one of my students named AJ. He had a little golf outing, which was raising money and Christmas gifts for foster kids. I mean, I think that's just a wonderful thing to go outside of yourself and, to think of other people, that's a lot of seeds that he's going to be planting over the years. I'm aware of, this is the second year that I've actually played in it. The very first year I won a tournament, and yesterday I just came up a little bit short, but it doesn't matter. Actually, these kids are the ones that are really the winners out of all of this right here. I'm most definitely proud of AJ for putting on this event, and we most definitely look forward to playing in it next year. One of the things that I want to talk about today, and I really want you to really listen to this very carefully. What is your why? Why do you do what you do? Are you working a job that you really don't want to work because of the money? Do you really want to start your own business? Do you really want to be an entrepreneur? What is your motivation? You know what I'm saying? Is it that you want to get out of a job that you really don't like because you took it for the money, and knowing your heart was telling you to go in a different direction? And also, how come you're not following your dreams? That part right there in itself, a lot of people do not follow their dreams because they don't want to disappoint their parents. They don't want to disappoint some family members. You know what? You have to cancel doing that. What you need to do, or should I say, encourage you. Well, some people need to hear that. Okay? I want you to start to get into the position that you can be out here and doing exactly what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to a job that they really don't want to go to because of money, because of pressure from their parents. You have kids that are going to college. That isn't what they want to do. They want to start their own business, but because their parents are paying for it and they feel obligated to do it. But at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. You're going to shake up a lot of people when you decide to go from, I have someone that I know that their parents wanted them to be an attorney. But in actuality, they want to be a veterinarian. I mean, it is just so crazy what's going on right now that you are actually letting people talk you out of what your dream is. That is absolutely, you know what? Let me just tell you a quick story about me. I used to work for the Big Three. And one morning on my way to work, actually I said that, take that back, one afternoon on my way to work, this is what changed everything. I was driving to work just the night before. I had worked in a 12-hour shift. Went home, got some sleep, which seemed like a cat nap because, time was just moving fast. Got home, went to sleep, woke up, start doing the same routine I was doing before, getting my lunch together, preparing for work, get back on the highway. I had about an hour drive from where I was living to where I was working at. Well, I'm going down the freeway, and the next thing I know, I had nodded off for a second. Well, when I woke up, okay, the traffic was stopped, and here it is, I'm still moving. I ended up avoiding an accident, swerved around the car. I was on the in the left lane, swerved around, passed about 2 or 3 cars. I mean, could you imagine if I would have hit that very first car that was in front of me? I mean, it would have been totally disastrous. Went past, it was about 2 or 3 cars and stopped. That's when I made up my mind that, number one, the lack of sleep, I'm trading time for money, and could you imagine if I hit that car? Well, we don't have to worry about that part, but so what I did was when I got to work, I had told my supervisor, I'm done working 12 hours a day. We had been working 12 hours a day. I mean, it was for months and months and months on end. We were working so much that this was before direct deposit that I was having checks just piling up on my dresser, okay, because I was just simply too tired to go actually cash the checks of the money that I was making. So on that evening when I was on my way home, I got home and I started making my exit plan, okay? I start writing down, what is my why? What is it that I want to do? What are my dreams? You know, don't matter how crazy it is, I need you to write them down, okay? Rather you want to be a business owner, you want to travel the world and just see the world, or there's something that you want to do, okay? So I made up my mind that evening that I started to write down my list of my exit plan, okay? So that whole exit plan was dealing with all my finances and, you know, things looking forward. I didn't have all the answers that day, but you don't have to have all the answers that day. As you're going along, I gave myself a year to start working out all the details of me exiting away from where I was working. Just so happens at the end of that year, which I believe was in 2000, at the end of 2007, towards the beginning of 2008, we were offered a buyout. I believe it was in February or March of that year. Well, I didn't take the first one, okay? I kind of sat back a little bit, you know, not being content, but still looking at my plan on how am I going to exit out of this job. Fast forward to 2009 is when I eventually took it, but I had a plan in place. Now, I'm not asking anyone to just jump out there and quit your job without a plan. No, that would be ludicrous. But what I do want you to do is I want you to look at what is it that you want to do? What is your why? What is your motivation? Okay? Because when you go out to do what you want to do now, you have to keep this in mind. You will end up working more hours than you were at the job that you were at before. But always remember, you're working this for you and your family. Okay? So you're making those moves to, you know, hey, if I can work 12 hours for someone else, I can surely work 14 to 16 hours for myself, okay? A lot of people were upset with me when I made this decision. You know, hey, you're not gonna have no health insurance. You know, all these things that kind of scare you, kind of stay where you're at. You can buy your own health insurance, okay? You just have to look into it. You have to plan for it, okay? Don't be afraid to step outside that box, okay? I'm most definitely outside the box. Okay? I want you to start to look into that, because like I said, when I made my decision and I had my dreams and the things that I want to do, I didn't want to be retired from where I was at and then start my dream at that point. I want to start my dream when I had all the energy in the world to actually go through with it. Okay? Everybody trying to talk me out of it. A lot of people tried to talk me out of it. Okay? But I made the decision that on that day on the freeway, that's when I made my decision. It ended up being 2 years later, but that's when I made my decision. It's time for me to go. Okay? So I start going towards what I wanted to do. Okay? That period of time that went by, okay, is now at 11, getting ready to go on 12 years ago. And I am so glad that I took that leap. Okay? I took that leap to step out there to say, you know what? There are other ways to make the same type of money and not end up in that same position I'm in right there. Now, you also have to take into consideration now, this is not for someone that is lazy, someone that is not motivated. I mean, if that's the case, then you might as well stay where you were at. Okay, but I was starting to think of, there are people that are out there that are dependent on me, rather they know me or they don't know me, that are dependent on me to make this move. Because if I didn't make this move, this idea would have been given to someone else. And we'll talk about that at another time. But you are given dreams, and you are given inspired to have inspiration to go out and do other things than what you're doing right now. Is it going to be tough? Most definitely. We're going to be upfront about it. It is most definitely going to be tough. Okay? But, and it's going to seem like it's some big mountains. It's going to seem like what did I get myself into? All the planning in the world, you're not going to know everything. Okay? But you have to do your research. I mean, this thing right here, okay, you can get answers to any of your questions. Just Google it. Okay? I tell my kids when they come and ask me something, before you come to me, how much research did you do? I'm not going to just give you the answer. I want to see how much effort you have put into it. Okay? With my business, with my golf academy, I mean, I just want to know, when I started asking people about this, I just want to know, am I on the right road? I'm not looking for somebody to tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to know, am I on the right track? Is my business plan in the right on the right area? We start talking about finances. Is my credit where it's supposed to be? If not, how do I build up my credit to get to the point to make these moves? Okay? Do not let nobody talk you out of the ideas that were given to you and the dreams that were given to you, because I'm going to tell you what, I most definitely told myself this. I didn't know the whole plan. And what I know is that sometimes you'll be given a part of the plan and you have to pray it out. You have to work it out. You have to research out. It could be like imagine this right here, a 6-piece puzzle, okay? You'll be given a dream of, say, 2 of the 6 pieces, okay? Now it's up to you. It's giving you enough information for you to pray about it, for you to do your research about it. And what I found out is that once I start diving into this thing and start really getting laser focused into this thing, the other pieces start to show up. Okay, the other pieces of the puzzle start to show up. And when I first got my first 6 pieces, then I was told there were 6 more pieces added to it. Okay, so you may start off with your dream initially right here, but the one thing that I've learned, it's bigger than you. Okay? Don't just think that God gives you something just for you. Okay? Because a lot of people are selfish out there and thinking that, hey, this is for me. No, it's not. This is bigger than you. And let's say you're a person that has stepped out and you have written your plan and you're starting to go with it and you're wondering, how come it's not blowing up like I want it to be? You have to be strong enough to examine yourself and say, am I giving 100%? Okay, let's not tiptoe around this. Am I being selfish? Okay, when for me personally myself, when that alarm clock goes off in the morning, and I get up 4 o'clock in the morning every morning, rather I have to be at the golf course, or rather I'm giving lessons, it doesn't matter. I have to get up at that time to make sure that my day is in order, to make sure that everything is in place for me to get my day started. Because I've noticed over this during this COVID, some people, it's been good industry-wise, and some industries have not been good, okay? But the one thing that I will tell you is this right here. If you are a hustler, if you are a grinder, if you are a person that is giving 100% towards your dreams and your goals, this is the time right now. Okay? Things have flipped. Companies would say to you, we couldn't work from home. What's a lot of people doing right now? They're working from home. Okay? The game has changed. Right now, we are living in one of the eras of the biggest wealth transfer, as far as I have studied it, in history. Now, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm not above being corrected. But right now, you have people that were doing something that they didn't want to do. You were forced to be at home because of you're laid off or furloughed or the company shut down. Now, you have to be creative right now. You have to put yourself in a situation that, you know what? You need more than one stream of income anyway. And we'll talk about that at another time, but you need multiple streams of income. Okay, we'll most definitely speak about that next time, but you need, at a minimum, in my opinion, 4 to 6 streams of income. Everything has its season, okay? So if one's going down, this one's going up. Well, if you have 6 irons in the fire, you can have all 6 at one point, 2 kind of fade out a little bit, and then the other 4 keep going. I mean, you have to seriously look at this, okay? Multiple streams of income. Having all your eggs in one basket, no, that's not a good thing, okay? Also, when you're out following your dreams and you're pursuing your dreams, I also want you to take this also into consideration. You can't do it by yourself, okay? I'm not going to really put a number on this, but there's a large percentage of what's going to happen is that your family may not even support you. You're going to be thinking, man, I'm out here doing this, I'm out here grinding, and you're not getting no help. I'll tell you from my personal experience, I have found that when I was looking in this direction for help, my help came from this direction, okay? From total strangers have poured seed into my into my, actually, let me reverse that a little bit, into the academy that God gave me. He gave it to me to manage over it for him. Okay? I want you to hear that again. He gave it to me. He gave me the dream to go out and do it. So I used to say it's my academy. Now what I say is that God has given me the academy to manage. So that is part of what my ministry is to, through golf, that's why Conversations on the Fairway, through golf, I've helped so many other people because I know it's not about me. I clearly know it's not about Willie. It's about helping other people. And if I start to get lazy, or if I start to hit that snooze button, if I start to stop being motivated, if I stop being aggressive towards what I want to do, there are I'm not thinking about the people that's coming behind me. There are other people that are dependent upon me to do what I'm doing to help open up the door for them to come along. Big difference. My why is different than some other people. You want to know why your business is not going the way you want it to go? If you want to know why your relationship's going to, because you think it's about you. It's not about you. That's being selfish and self-centered. And those same people are only going to give 60 and 70% effort. I'm giving 100% effort. All day, every day. Do not be one of them persons that's going to complain and be slothful and you're not getting up and doing your part. Don't get mad when you see somebody else out here doing what they're doing and grinding. You know, I'm willing to go to the maximum to get what's mine. Okay? Because there are other people dependent on me to do that. You may not want to hear that, but I'm just going to bring you the truth. Okay? If you're wondering why you're not in a position that you want to be in, start looking at, am I being selfish? Am I being self-centered? Okay? Now, there's a difference between being confident in what you're doing and then being cocky and arrogant. Those are three different things right there. Some people take it for mistaken that someone being confident, they're being arrogant. No, those are two different things. Okay? I'm bold about what I do because I know that I'm good at what I do. Are there different levels to this? It sure is. Am I at the top? Nope. But I'm open and willing to be taught. I am teachable. I have junior golfers that come. They may say something that motivate me that they don't even know. So wisdom and knowledge can come from anywhere. I had a conversation in the elevator with somebody today, a real quick conversation that helped uplift and motivated them. Well, what if I didn't come here today? What if I was being lazy? What if I didn't be here when I was supposed to be here? That was an appointed time and appointed place to speak to that one person for that day. I mean, to run across this person that helped them make it through that day. They will always remember me for saying the words of confidence. I don't even know this person. But they simply asked me, how are you doing today? Sometimes when you're in a grocery store or a store, and sometimes people just want to, you may ask someone, how are you doing today? And then sometimes I've done that and I've had a 20-minute conversation. But you don't know what that person is going through. Okay? You don't know what you just done to help motivate that person, to help uplift that person. That encouraging word or just having conversation. They might be lonely. You never know what they're going through. But because they saw you and your light shining, I have a lot of people that are attracted to me because of I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm out there. I'm very approachable. I talk to people a lot. Okay, so any store that I go into, I'll always have conversations with people. Okay? Do not just bypass people like that and don't say nothing. If you feel it to say something to someone, just say hello. How you doing today? Now, sometimes that may cause a 15 or 20-minute conversation, and that may put you behind a little bit, okay? But you just uplifted that person right there. You know what I'm saying? Go out your way to pick up and call family members. Hey, hey, listen, I know right now people want to send texts and stuff like that. I'ma just go old school on you, okay? Pick up the phone and hear their voice. Pick up the phone and actually talk to them. Okay, I know we've kind of got into this situation where, we want to send a text out, and you know what? That's all fine and good. Call them, talk to them, ask them how they're doing, listen to their voice. People will tell you a lot if you listen to people talk. They will tell you a lot of what's going on, like someone's in pain or something. You'll hear it if you're in tune, okay? You got to get on that frequency, okay? So I'm just going to keep encouraging you, you know what I'm saying? Go after your dreams. If you're going after your dreams and you've been doing it for a while and things aren't quite going the way you want them to go, examine yourself now. Am I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Am I giving 100% effort? Okay? Because remember, this is your dream that was given to you. It wasn't given to anyone else. This was clearly given to you. God has a billion ideas to give to billions of people. Okay? There's enough money that's circulating out here that God can give you a new idea to put you in a financial situation for you and your family to prosper. And once you get you and your family prospering, then you start to go outside. Okay? I was doing both at the same time. Okay? Get my family together and then also helping other people. Okay? This is more than just you now. And I don't want you to become complacent and comfortable. Okay? That has happened to a lot of people. They've gotten comfortable and gotten passed by. You may be in a business, doing great, everything is good, and you get comfortable and complacent, thinking, I'm the top dog, okay, nobody's gonna follow me up. Then there'll be somebody that's just starting out, that is on their grind, that is looking to take your place or take over, and they're gonna pass you right by because you got complacent. Okay? I need you to stay humble, stay focused. You will have obstacles that will come up. Don't worry about those. Okay? Because I'm going to give you this quote, and it most definitely fits into what's going on in this conversation today. And the quote is, the giant in front of you is never bigger than the God that's inside of you. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. The giant in front of you is never bigger than the God that is inside of you. So what I'm saying to you folks is that you will have obstacles. You will have people that's going to try and get in your way. Okay? And then also, some people are being used to get in your way. I love haters. Okay? I love hate. I love people that hate on me because that's motivation to me. That's telling me that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something correct. Okay? And I'm on my road. Because once you get on your road and you know where you're going, everything else will fall into place. So like I said, hit that share button, hit that like button, leave your comments below. My name is Willie Pewit. This is Conversations on the Fairway, and we'll be coming back to you next week with more inspiring words for you, and most definitely we'll have different topics about things that are happening in the golf world. You guys take it easy.
You are listening to Worship Radio International, the world's #1 online Christian radio station. Check out our website at www.worshipradio.faith or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Worship Radio INT. This is the future.